Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Chicks TV. I'm here to do the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 4. Yes, they gave us 4 parts. I was here for it this season because Nicki was the host of part 4. Nicki did a good job. She entertained me, but I didn't learn any new information. Like, she didn't hold these ladies' feet to the fire close enough. She wasn't that close to the fire that I thought she was going to get. It was, for the most part, it was very shady. It was very shady, but kind of lighthearted. And Nicki, as a host, she did really great because she would shade you real quick and then keep it moving. She was like, and she said something so shady to Ashley, like, but what were you attracted to? And then kept it moving. Like, I enjoyed her as a host. I don't want to be here long. As you can see, I just left the gym. I decided to wear my pink workout outfit since it was the last episode of the Potomac Girls. Go ahead and get them a little bit of pink. Hey, Eric, I see you in the chat. Thanks for joining me. Let's jump into it. I know I shouldn't have Stella Rose, and I just left the gym, but I'm going to eat a salad for dinner. So I feel like I could have some Stella Rose if I eat a salad. Hopefully my trainer don't ever watch this. But let's get into it. Ashley and her breast milk. Ashley said, well, Nicki told her she didn't have a storyline. Ashley said, I've been on this show 6 years. I've done enough. They know what I can give. My family is my storyline. Can you popping out baby year after year, having her family is cute little family. Is that a storyline? Because I don't want to see it. To me, leave your baby pics for Instagram. Like, I see it on, oh, look at Dean, he's so cute. Look at the other one, he's so cute. Woo, 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 the babies. I ain't got to see it on my TV screen. That is not a storyline, and I wish these ladies would stop popping out babies for a storyline. It's not entertaining. Take it over to the TLC. Nicki said Ashley should have stayed home, and Wendy chimed in and said she thought Giselle was more malicious than Ashley. I agree. Giselle was the starter of it. Giselle's mission of this season was to somehow bring this blog about Wendy, what she did to her body, the changes, all of that, Eddie rumors, to the show. That was Giselle's storyline. Nicki, I wish you would have called that out on Giselle. I agree, Eric. We don't care nothing about Ashley. That's why we're about to be off of Ashley real quick. And Nicki said Giselle stabbed you in the back, but Ashley stabbed you in the front. I don't agree. I totally agree in that moment. Wendy said Giselle is the head of the snake. I'm coming to chop at Giselle. Forget Ashley and what Ashley was just here earning the check. Giselle is the snake. For whatever reason, Candace wanted to chime in and save Ashley. It was like, oh, well, Ashley, she has to work. She just had a baby. I'm like, I was with Nicki. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up, Candy girl. This ain't got nothing to do with you. What I don't understand about Candace, she did a lot of chiming in for bitches who just a few reunion parts ago wanted you iced out of the show. And you was just crying over Ashley, talking about how you will never forgive her because she wrote that statement for Monique and they still friends. So you threw it, Ashley, or you not? Because to me, like, you saw what the Grand Dame was doing. Nicki was tagging them, and Karen was like, I'm just enjoying the show. That's what you should have done. I done got everybody name fucked up. That's why I shouldn't have had no Stella Rose. That's what you should have did, Candace. You should have sat back and just watched Ashley get roasted. But let's move on. Up next, Nicki is talking about Robin, talking about this season. It looks like Robin and Juan are having the most amazing sex, and it seems like all this sexual chemistry, and she loves to see it. And I said, if y'all follow me on Twitter, you know what I said. I said, is Nicki watched the same season we just watched? Because I could have swore this season, Juan literally said, I'm unattracted to you, Robin. All of this, what you're doing, laying in the bed, seasonally depressed, I'm unattracted to that. in sex, what sexual energy have you seen from? Did I miss that episode? Because I recall Juan tearing off his mic and rolling off the scene from Robin. So I don't really understand, you know, what energy Nicki thought she saw with Robin. But Nicki clearly let me know Robin is her favorite. Robin is her favorite. She she kind of got on Robin about the "Are we mad at Ashley?" Robin skated out that answer. That was a bullshit answer. Eric, you said Juan ain't thinking about Robin. Of course not. Like, how do you see sexual energy when every scene we see Robin in the bed, one side of the bed looks unslept in. It's a tight tuck, like no one has ever slept there. So I don't get it. Candace really did good singing. She needs to stop using auto tune. Marlon, you jump right to the end. I'm gonna agree with you when we get to the end, but you done skipped everybody else. But let's move on because I like Robin the least. I don't care nothing about them shady invitations. Wendy, you need to let that go. Let that go, Wendy. Are Robin and Giselle secret lovers? I don't ever like to play with people's sexuality, but they playing with it, and I'm just gonna say yes. I mean, bitch, y'all sleeping in the same beds, rubbing booties. Giselle up here want to feel all on Cameron booty and hump her. For $1 million, y'all would all fuck each other. I'm like, go ahead and what's his name? Bolo. Go ahead and bring Bolo to Potomac. What's the name of that city? I should have had those Stella Rose, y'all. The workout that went to my head. Bring Bolo to Potomac and let's see how these girls turn up. See if they turn up the same way they did in Atlanta. Because it seemed like all of them got a little bit of lesbian energy for a coin. But let's move on. Because yeah, I'm over on that. We get to, is Michael attracted to Juan? Yes, Michael has admitted it. I do believe Robin when she says, I don't understand the Michael and Juan friendship because I totally see Nikki's point of view. Most straight men ain't down with that. Most straight men, even if it's another straight man saying, I want to suck your dick, they not down for none of that foolishness, especially not on national television, which is why I personally believe Juan doesn't like filming as much because every time we see him, we throw that shit in his face. But Michael leaves the door wide open for the jokes. Nikki started to say something about, well, human to human. Like, Nikki, I was there with you, but back to my original point, I agree with Robin. I think Juan just wants to stop talking about it. It's probably embarrassing for him. He probably does have some kind of friendship with Michael. It ain't for me to understand. That's their business. But he probably does want y'all to quit talking. Like every season, y'all bringing this shit up. But like I said, y'all open the door. It's Giselle's turn. We get to tell her she's a good mom before we drag her. This was shade. Nikki started it with a comment. This is how you shade people. She's like, Giselle, your beauty is undeniable. You are gorgeous. But if we compare the pictures from season 1 to now, don't you think your beauty has faded? I hollered and almost leaped up off of my chair, my recliner chair, because I couldn't believe she asked her that. And then she spent it and was like, Ray just hurt your feelings. Just say you was hurt. Bitch, you just said this bitch look old. Now, Giselle does look a little bit older, as we all, hell, if you look at my Instagram from 5 years ago, I look younger. It's called aging. But Giselle is aging gracefully. And Giselle is still very beautiful. I just think the only thing Giselle needs to do is on the side, maybe not on camera, just ask Karen for her doctor and get you a little bit of filler on that neck. You tighten up that neck, Giselle, you back to season 1. Because Giselle is very beautiful, but that's enough talking nice about Giselle. That almost made me sick to the stomach. I talked about that. Okay. For some reason, Candace chimed in again because I wrote down, whoa, 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 Candy girl. in my notes. I don't know what Candace was chiming in again, but this is another point where it's like, Candace, here you are chiming in for this bitch Giselle and her beauty, when she just said, if Mia would have punched you in the face, I would have been like, oh well. I'm like, pick your friends better, Candace. It all looks like fake tears, fake drama with you, because the bitch can't tell me another bitch can punch me in my face, and then now I'm sitting up here taking up for you the scene later. But let's move on. Wendy continues to read Giselle after she quiets Candace. She was like, well, see, the bitch ain't got nothing else to say about you. The bitch can't say her face better than yours, your body better than yours, my money longer than yours, my marriage better than yours. So all she can do is call you old. I can't tell if Nicki likes Giselle or not. I feel like she hates Ashley, which most people can't stand Ashley. She over Candace. Like, she likes Candace, but she over Candace. I can't tell how she feels about Giselle, because that was some shady shit. She just basically said Karen is a bad bitch. All Giselle can do is holler out your age when she get mad. And when you think about it, that's kind of a fact. Giselle, some new reads for Karen next season. They get into Karen's face. Karen is 58, but we ain't know what you look like. Season 1, you look 68. When they showed that flashback of Karen, she did get some stuff done, but whatever Karen got done to her face, it is A1 amazing. Put your doctor in the comments, Karen. When I get to be 58, I want to go see and get my shit done too. Because I'm going to write it down, a little bit of eye filler. Definitely going to get that. Anyway, we talking about Jamal again. I don't care. The only thing Nicki said was, why you wait all the way till it's time to get on TV to give this man a second chance if he's such a great man? Facts. But why won't anybody call Giselle out? Like, if Nicki's supposed to be saying what the viewers want to hear, why we didn't call her out for this shit being fake from day one? I want someone to ask Giselle, why did you pay this man to be your boyfriend on TV? And before the season even started and you saw that this is going to go left, why didn't you just stop it then? Why are you continuing these lies when you know you all were never together? I want someone to hold Giselle's feet to that fire, because we just going to keep pretending that her and Jamal were really dating. Moving on. Enough of Giselle. Now they show a scene. Everybody was talking about it on Twitter where Wendy was sneaking and looking at the questions on the break. Wendy was getting prepped. That's called being prepped, because she knew her turn was coming and she needed to get her lives together. And that's all it was. Let's get to Karen's turn. I think out of everyone, Nicki likes Karen because she didn't grill Karen at all. She basically said, I don't know if Nicki said it, but that's what I wrote in my notes. The Karen and Giselle beef is old. I'm over it. The back and forth is old. They talking about Karen and all the good sex her and Ray have. Let's fast forward. And that was it. Like I said, Karen's moment was real light. She started off with Mia saying she appreciated the moment between Mia and her mother. I agree, because that was the only real moment of Mia's this whole season. Like, that was her only thing she probably told the truth about. But that's not entertaining. Let's move on. They asked her about her clique. Is it her vagina is getting beat up by G, or does it add some kind of enhanced orgasm? She never answered that because they were more concerned about her vagina getting beat up. I really want to know if it enhances the orgasm. I mean, then Nicki asked all of them if they had $1 million, would they still want their old ass husbands? I love the question. Ashley proceeds to come up with a lie, and she was like, well, I was a bartender back then, so I needed a man with $1 million, so I don't know. And then she proceeds to say she's attracted to Michael's smarts and whatever whatever else she could come up nice to say so Michael wouldn't cuss her ass out at home. Mia says, how do you know I didn't already have $100 million? Nicki said you didn't. Boo, you ain't got $100 million then nor today. So let's keep going. G pulled Mia up off the pole. I think Mia would have left with anybody. They could have just had $100,000, and she wanted to get up off that pole. And Karen said Ray touched her soul. A part of me, because Ray and Karen's age gap isn't that bad. Now that Ray is a lot older, it seems like it, and Karen looks so vibrantly young. It seems like a huge age difference, but it's not that bad. And I agree. I love them together, Ray and Karen. And who cares? Who doesn't want a man with a little bit of change in the bank? I already went through all that. I don't care nothing about that. Mia talks more about being a stripper, and I wish they would just say, bitch, you were a stripper. Because now Mia's like, I was just an entertainer. And I'm like, no, Nicki is an entertainer. She gets on the stage and entertain. When you get on the stage and pull your top off, you have just stripped. You are a stripper. But we just gonna let Mia live in whatever fairy tale land she wants. She said she was sticking up for the strippers. But how you sticking up for the strippers when you can't even say the word? To me, it ain't no shame in it. It's not. Now that I am in my 40s, it's no shame in it. I don't give a damn if you stripped, because it's to me, it's your business. And if everybody who didn't grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth look back over their life, at some point, you might have did something strange for a piece of change just to make it to the next payday. If not, you blessed. Let's move on. They showed the flashback of Wendy telling Eddie, don't you dare write down Mia's name on this chalkboard. Don't you dare. So Wendy talking about, oh, you big mad, you insecure, everybody want to be with you, you big mad. I said, Wendy, you look foolish. On Twitter, they were dragging you. They said you did the first chair, no justice. Don't ever put Wendy back in that first seat. Matter of fact, put Wendy at the end of the couch. All of your receipts were late. All of your theatrics were old and tired. You do your best, Wendy, when you put on your 5 degrees and you read these bitches articulately. When you get to, oh, you big mad, older than TikTok. When you get to being theatrical and just trying to play for TV, your reads don't land, as they say with Candace. You just look foolish. And you look foolish when they caught you saying, don't you dare put down Mia. Wendy gives me the type of woman that does control her husband's social media accounts. But Eddie gives me the type of man, if he this big time lawyer, that probably doesn't have that much time to look at social media. Because Nicki brought up the big booty accounts. And I'm like, do you really have to follow big booty accounts to see that on Instagram? I don't follow Nan Big Booty Model on Instagram. Maybe my cousin. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. Only my cousin, but if you saw her Instagram, you'd be like, okay. But all you gotta do is scroll Instagram and you can't see nothing but ass, ass, ass. You see family, cute TikTok, cute meme, ass, 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 ass. That's all that's on Instagram. So he ain't got to follow nobody to see it. I don't think Wendy got her body done because her husband liked big booty girls. I think Wendy got her body done because she could now afford to get her body done. So she got it. Because let me tell you, I would do the same damn thing. You were right. Wendy dress was horrible. I told you, Marlon. Marlon, I seen your question before. I'm going to get to that at the end of the video. Wendy had the worst dress. It should have never been 4 parts, because every time I had to sit there and look at Wendy's dress, it got uglier and uglier and uglier. Wendy was worst dressed. Worst. And it's hard to beat Robin. It's hard to beat Robin. But let's move on. They talked about her candles, but I don't give a damn about them candles. I done already been through all this. Candace and her mama. This is where Candace got caught up in her life. She on here with her tissue talking about I cussed my mama out like never before. And I quit talking to her ass. I checked her, I cussed her out. Now she in front of Nicki. Nicki, it's hard for me to check my mother. I mean, if you check her, she'll receive it from you. I'm like, what? Your mother would receive being checked from Nicki Minaj, who is, even though her name is Nicki Minaj, is nobody to her. She's nobody. Dorothy doesn't give me, I'm caught up in celebrity. So it's like a bitch off the street is trying to tell me something, and you, your own daughter, can't do it. That just shows how childish you are. How childish to think a A-list. Think whatever you feel about Nicki. She's A-list. An A-list celebrity has to check your mother for you, for your mother to receive that she's awful to her son-in-law. When she's been awful to his ass since y'all hit this TV screen. But moving on. Nicki is right. Your mother's gonna do this again. That's gonna be y'all storyline next season. Cause what else you gonna give? I want to get into these album sales. If you know in the comments, in the chat, let me know. Because Nicki was giving facials when she was like, how many albums you sell? And she was like, 500,000. She was like, you ain't sold no 500,000. And I could understand that because I believe 500,000 is gold. And Candace ain't went gold. But Candace pulled out her numbers. She was like, I'm number 24 on Billboard. I'm number 4 on iTunes. And I sold 20,000 albums. And Robin was like, I know I bought one. Nicki didn't say if that was good or not. I'm not that into the music industry. I kind of know platinum is good. I know gold is good. But I also know in the industry today, people aren't buying albums. We stream everything. So is 20,000 albums good? Because a part of me feels like 20,000 albums is good because most people aren't buying albums. I can't tell you the last time I bought something. So is it good? Marlon, he's saying 20,000 is not a lot. She had 500,000 streams. And I know I streamed it at least one time. I gave it one listen. I don't know. Maybe that's why Chris was so upset because the numbers was bad and he didn't want Nicki asking about it on TV. I ain't gonna have no Stella Rose left for the next review. They showed her new video. The new video was cute. I still, like I told you, I listened to Deep Space. My honest opinion about it, I love old school R&B. And what that album was not old school R&B, is very much 2020 R&B, where the ladies hum a note, and it's not old school singing. It's not no Mary. It's not no Faith Evans. It's not Toni Braxton. It's very 2020 R&B, very light. Candace, they asked her to sing, but what tripped me out, Nicki was like, if you came into my office, what would be your number one quality? She said my vocal ability. Well, Nicki was like, sing a little bit of Deep Space. Sing it a cappella so I could hear you without the auto-tune. She was like, I can sing a gospel song. Well, I don't know. Let me sing a new song. I don't know about this. Or whatever the new, I don't like the new song. Nicki like it. It ain't called Deep Space, whatever the song is called. So I'm like, girl, 30 seconds ago, you just said your best quality was your vocal ability. Why aren't you humming and singing and tearing down? Now, Candace eventually, after everybody was like, bitch, sing. If you a singer, sing. Bitch, sing. Deep Space. She didn't ask you to sing the song. Just sing it. Don't sing no gospel. Like, everybody had to chime in. Finally, Candace sings the song. Candace sounds good. I don't want to say nothing bad about her vocal ability. Candace was not flat. She was in key. She was hitting her notes. Now, mind you, she ain't sing but 2 or 3 notes. But she hit them 2 or 3 notes. I didn't understand what the big deal is. This is when Chris came out pissed, and I'm like, why? I didn't understand why Chris was mad. Andy was like, I'm so proud of you. And that's it. That's it. I got this under 30 minutes too, because I wanted to I have to do Portia's new show next. That live is gonna start at 8 o'clock. Did you all watch Portia's show? I don't know how I'm gonna review this show because it's all over the place, but it's messy. And I like a good messy reality show, but it might as well be scripted because it's all lies. Marlon, you asked me, who do I think will be on the next season? I don't think Ascala will be back. That was in my notes. Because why couldn't Ascala meet Nicki? Like, Ascala was throughout the entire season. Like, every little trip, dinner, boat ride, Ascala was present. So why wasn't she present at the reunion? And why didn't she get the privilege to sit with Nicki? I mean, we could have asked her some questions. So I think that kind of shows me I ain't never seen a friend of get 2 minutes of the reunion. I don't think they're interested in the Scala. Maybe a Scala already voiced she don't want to come back. I don't know, but she's still tweeting about it. I think she want to come back. She's still tweeting and hoping, but I don't know. I did say Potomac needs to shake it up. I said a season with only one green-eyed bitch, I can call them bitches because I don't like them, might be the trick. I said I would love to see a season where Giselle doesn't have her bulletproof vest of Robin, where Giselle has to take her own bullets and not have Robin jumping in to save her. But I feel like if Robin leaves, Mia would gladly sit in that position. I think Mia wants to be a green-eyed bandit very badly, if not Candace. Like, Candace wants to be in that clique, even if that clique wants to ice her out for her mouth and everything. It's like, so it might be more interesting to see Robin on a show without Giselle and see how Robin can maneuver. But I agree, Marlon. Robin needs to go. Robin can go. I would say put a Scala in Robin's spot, but I don't think that would happen. This might be not in the majority, but I would love for Monique to come back. And they talked about her ass enough. It wasn't like she left. I would love for Monique to come back. I heard rumors of Sharice wants to come back. I don't want her to come back. How about just another brand new lady? Test somebody new. I don't know. But I think the cast as a whole, majority of them don't have storylines. And unless in the off season somebody has some scandalous blog to talk about season 7, I don't know what these ladies are going to come with. Karen, I'm still stuck on Karen has a spinoff that's going to be coming on after Portia's, when Portia's spinoff ends. I for the life of me, I don't want to see Karen making candles, but we'll see. But I think if they get rid of Robin, bring in one more new person to bring in fresh energy, season 7 will be great. Or get rid of Robin and bring Monique back. And let's see where those fireworks land. But that's it, you all. Like, it's 8 o'clock. I have to end this and start my next live, which is Portia Family Matters. Please come over and join me for that. If not, Potomac is over. So I don't know. I guess I'll just be back for Portia Family on Mondays. We'll see, unless something else good coming on Sunday nights. But that's it, you all. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Please follow Kiss My Cheeks TV. I do mostly all the reality shows and all of the reality competition shows. So go ahead and hit subscribe, see what you like, and I will see you in a few minutes. Bye.